we've had some major industry losses, like over the past year or so, and it's kind of taken us back to, we don't know like what our people are going through.
Yeah.
And like when it comes to situations now, like where we need to actually have funerals for our friends, we are finding ourselves like in WhatsApp groups talking about how much can we contribute to what's happening during the week. And that to me like just says alarm bells all the time that, yo, we need to be having more deeper conversations around, are we okay finance-wise? Like, why are we not having these money chats, do you think?
I think it's just not easy as men to open up and say like, hey, bafethu to get better. You know, we want to put up the image of yonke into sharp. We're continuing, siyayilwisa lento le. But if I don't tell you good mfethu go better la, then you will never know.
Everything's okay.
You think everything is okay, you know what I mean? So I think it's that. I just think it's the pride, yamachita. We're just like taught to, well, not taught, we've just learned over iskati to hold things in and figure it out on our own.
Which is crazy for me because if you're buying a new crib or a new car, it fits. Yeah, but if like things are going south, I'm not the same person going, I need help here now.
But once again, then iyabuyele move to positives. So it's easy to speak about the positive things. It's easy to say,
when my father passed on in 2006, he didn't have a funeral cover. And I was so surprised because like he was a giant that was on top of his things. I couldn't understand how this guy that was so organized didn't have something like that like at the time. And I think that weekend was just overwhelming because suddenly I was meeting relatives I'd heard about but I'd never seen. They're now at the house, they're demanding this and that. There's these kind of family rights I didn't know about that need to be covered and this and that. It was such a whirlwind and everything just passed through. And all that I was left with, I think at the end of that weekend was just this massive bill I needed to now find a way of paying back. And it was crazy. And I just felt like if he had taken the time, which is why we can't repeat the same mistakes now, or making sure that we think through these things like as best as we can.
Tell me this, do you think he didn't have one because he didn't think isikhathi sakhe sizofika so soon? Or do you think it was just a lack of knowledge around it?
I'd like to look at the latter because he was already a pensioner at the time. So it was really about now looking at things like what happens, you know, till the end of my time here now. I mean, he did important things like pay off the house and stuff, but I think he didn't then get to thinking around about the eventuality which was coming, which finally did came, and then we were found lacking.
I think when you move into your pension, affordability, you start to look at like what, you know, what makes sense. What do I need to keep so that I can keep the lights on, maintain and keep living?
What do you think people understand really about funeral cover and where they are missing some of the most important parts?
I don't know. I don't think we have a proper understanding until you have to bury a loved one, you know, because, for example, with my aunt, they had a budget for a casket, but the casket she wanted needed the top up. Now then it becomes a conversation, you're good, okay, nifaka malini as umdeni to top it up. But once again, it goes back to the things that people see. You know, ufuna the more expensive casket so that everyone can see, good, hey, simbeke kahle. But masasibuyele endlini and everybody is gone and it's just us left. The questions now arise, you're good, okay, what are we doing moving forward?
Now it's Monday morning, everyone's gone back to wherever they're from. What happens now? Probably until the actual life cover kicks in.
Exactly. Like how are we going to pay for water, electricity, transport for the kids to go to school, school fees, all those things.